What's up, guys? Welcome back to excuse me, the Bianconerizone for another live. It's just me. Julian did the watch along. Justin is busy, and no one else wanted to come on after that result, so it's just me to talk about what just happened in that Bologna game. A game we should have won. Like, on paper, for me, it was one of the easiest games left. We have Sassuolo away, who lost to Cagliari, but I don't know how Cagliari managed to win that game, to be honest. At home, Sassuolo are different. We have Venezia at home, and if you struggle against Bologna, I think we will struggle also against Venezia. And Genoa away, never easy. And then, as you know, Lazio at home and Fiorentina away to end the season. All teams we are competing with. That's a reality at the moment. And what we've seen today doesn't fill me with hope. So let me know in the chat if anyone is still positive after what they saw today. Murad is saying, thanks Julian for the watch along. You guys made it a lot much easier to watch that show. In my opinion, the answer depends on the other teams, schedule, and results. I don't trust this team. I agree. I said that on my match reaction. If you haven't watched that, check that out after the live. But I said I don't trust this team. If it comes down to picking up, even if it's 1 point at Fiorentina or at home against Lazio, I don't trust this team. Our only hope is the other teams dropping points, like Lazio did today, like hopefully Roma will do, like Fiorentina will do. That's our only hope. That's going to save this team once again, because today it's shown. Like, we had absolutely no clue what to do on the ball. We had absolutely no idea what to do on the ball. Around the 75th minute, something like that, Bonucci was just bopping it around at the back between him, Danilo, Quadrado. Like, there was no urgency. I don't really blame the players because they have no guidance, in my opinion, in terms of actually moving the ball up that pitch. It's simple what we do. It's get that ball to Quadrado, hope he beats his man, and hope he makes something happen. Like, when Quadrado, who is on a decline compared to the previous seasons, is your main focus or your main hope going forward, then you have an issue. And I don't know what we do in training, but it's certainly not patterns of play, style of play, anything's movement, because our movement is stale. Like, it's from left to right. It's so easy to defend if you're Bologna, even if you're Salernitana, it's easy to defend. It's left to right. Like, nobody decides, you know what, I'm gonna make a vertical run, I'm gonna free up some space, gonna take my opponent with me, someone can drop in that space. Nothing. Like, it's so stale what we do, and it's embarrassing. I think that game was up there with the Empoli game. It was horrible. We got the point. We didn't deserve anything out of that game. We got the point. That's what we do this season. Like, we take points we don't deserve, and that's why we're still in 4th place. Because I tweeted it out. How is this team in 4th place? If you watch us play, like, if you are not a Juve fan, or if you're not even following Serie A and just pick a random you just pick a random fan, let's say a Premier League fan, and you let him watch 3 games of Juve, and you ask him, where do you think we are in the league table? He's never going to say 4th place. He's going to say mid-table, because we play like a mid-table team, and that's all you need to know. I'm seeing the comments. Gaetano saying we won't make top 4 because Roma will play against Napoli, and Inter and Lazio is suck. Yeah, but like, look at the table. Okay, the table is on the right. Roma have a game in hand. They play Napoli, fair, but I think they have a shot. Fiorentina have a game in hand against Udinese. If, like, the way Fiorentina are playing, if they win that game against Udinese, which I think they will, they're only 4 points behind us. 4 points. And we need to go away to them at the last game. So that means you need to win out at that point. You need to win all your games, and then you can go in that last game away to Fiorentina, and it doesn't really matter, But at the moment, does anyone actually, let me know in the chat, does anyone actually believe we're going to win out? We're going to beat Sassuolo, Venezia, Genoa, Lazio? before we get to the end of the season away to Fiorentina. I don't believe that. So yeah. As I was saying, do you think finishing 5th might be better for us? It might help us rebuild and win the European trophy on the way? No, we need the money. It's not going to help us. It's actually not going to help us. Hanin is saying Juve is depressing. I don't see this project succeeding with Allegri. Yeah, like I said it on my match reaction. I'm not even looking forward. Oh my god, my camera's doing something crazy. I'm not even looking forward to watch Juve play. I'm not gonna lie. Like usually you wake up in the morning, it's game day, you think about it. I don't even think about it. I just go with the vibe. Like turn the TV on, turn it off after the game. That's it. Like it's not exciting. It's stressful. Like it's actually it's a chore. It's a chore. Catano asking me if I saw the tweet from Lapo Alcom. I did. Lapo Alcom, but like he has no control or no power whatsoever with anything within the family. So it is what it is. Let me see. Even if a cross survive into the box, there isn't enough numbers in the box. It's mid-table minded team. It's unbelievable. Yeah, that's an issue. Like the crosses are awful. But if they make it, it's Vlahovic, and if you're lucky, Morata's in there, and that's it. And that's the way we set up. Like it's not on players. Like it's how we set up, and that comes from Allegri. Like there's no movement on the ball. Like without the ball, excuse me. Like the player in possession with the ball in his feet. Like nine times out of 10, he has no idea what to do with the ball. Like he has actually no clue what to do with the ball. And I'll keep saying it. You can. I'm not saying go watch that game back because I don't wish anyone to do that. But if you just watch that 15 minutes, the last 15 minutes back, I don't know how many times we kept that ball on our own half, just bopping it around. Like no idea what to do. Like no urgency. Like nothing. No spark. And then you bring in players like Bernardeschi and Keane, like useless. Like they're useless. They're absolutely useless. Like it's making a sub just to make a sub. Like they're not gonna change the game. Those players. Like Dybala. Like okay, Dybala was horrendous today. He checked out. I don't blame him. I think maybe I would have checked out if the situation was like this. I would have checked out. But like, and let me know in the chat because I will ask you guys. The way Dybala is playing, like he doesn't look. To me, he doesn't look interested. Would it hurt us that much to basically say, okay, like it's done? Sule, you go. And not even from the start, but like he pulled him pretty early in that game. I was kind of shocked. He was playing bad, but we needed a goal and he pulled Dybala off that pitch. Would have how bad would it have been? Oh my god, my words. Would it have been that bad to just say, okay, Sule, you come on for Dybala, instead of bringing players like Keane and Bernardeschi on, who have shown this season, some of like Bernardeschi even previous seasons, they're useless. Like they're not gonna win you a game. They're not gonna change the game because they're not those players. Keane, we know Keane. Bernardeschi, like he beats his man once every month or so. Like he's horrendous. Like would it hurt us that much to say, okay, Sule, you have a go? Or Ake, I know he's injured, but like, would that make a difference? The way Bernardeschi's playing, Keane, Dybala, although, like, I don't get it. I actually don't get it. And I saw someone saying, they will get steak. Look at how we're playing. Like, it cannot get worse. It actually cannot get worse. Like, if Sule has a stinker, it's okay. Dybala has a stinker. Morata has a stinker. Keane, Bernardeschi, all of those players are having stinkers. Nobody's gonna shit on Sule. Nobody. And it cannot be worse. Like, it cannot actually not be worse than what I've seen today from any of those players up top. Now, I saw a lot of people blaming Vlahovic. He's doing some things that are not good enough. But overall, he is living off scraps. Like, he's picking up that ball in midfield at times. He was frustrated. Like, he was kicking the ball. Like, he was taking unnecessary shots. Like, shots that were never going to go in or be dangerous. But he was frustrated. He was. And you can see that when he scored that goal. He's frustrated. because we have no pattern of play. We struggle to get him the ball. When he gets the ball, he still needs to beat 2-3 players before actually trying to attempt to make a shot on target. Like, that's not normal. Like, not even at Sassuolo, like Genoa. Like, it's not normal. It's actually not normal, but it is what it is. Hanine is saying, oops, Ben and Keane also have no future in this Juve. At least try to develop some. That's my point. Like, you're bringing those guys on. You're trying to move Keane away. Benedeschi is on a free. You're not offering him a new deal, which you should, because he's horrendous. Dybala it checked out. He checked out. You can see it. Like, he doesn't really care. So what's the point of keep playing this guy, these guys, excuse me, when you're chasing the game? Like, they don't care. But, that's what it is. I understand our squad isn't ideal, but when literally everyone is consistently underperforming, you have to question what the fuck Allegri's doing. Yeah, like I said in my preview, I think they turn up in training, they take a few shots on target, they play 5-a-sides, they play some Uno cards, they eat, they go home. Like, that's the vibe you get from watching this team. Because there's no style of play. It's get the ball to Cuadrado and whatever. Get that ball to our wingers and whip it in the box. That's what we're doing at the moment. It's actually shocking, and I can see it in the first half. I tweeted out, it's not good, and someone said, "Oh, but it's 0-0." All those things, like, it's not good. And even last game against Cagliari, people were saying, "Oh, you're negative." Not we, just on the channel. We won. Just move on. You're never happy. I said it. It's gonna happen. We shouldn't have won that Cagliari game. We won it. We shouldn't have wanted. Like, it's around the corner with this club. It's around the corner. Fiorentina and the Coppa next. Does anyone believe we will beat Fiorentina? Does anyone believe we're gonna go away to Sassuolo and we're gonna beat them the way they play? I don't believe that. Does anyone believe that? I don't know. Let me see. Sikaturo saying, do you think the summer transfers will change anything? Yeah, like, if you add quality, it will change everything. And it will change some things, but it won't change anything. Like, it will change quality-wise. Like, individual brilliance will save you more times. But you need to have a style of play. You need to have something. But, Onolifan saying, I feel like Juve has no future with Allegri. Always was a big fan of him, but today's game, man. Yeah, like, I'm a big fan of Allegri. But I can watch, and I can see this is not good enough, and this is going the wrong direction. It's not positive. Nothing is positive. Like, the last 2 seasons, it's all negative. Even the Sarri season, we won, but, like, you can feel, you felt it, like, it's not really that positive, but we're winning, and we won at the end of the day. But now, it's negative. Everything is negative. Forza Juve is saying, another ref blowing a penalty call by moving the ball outside of the box. I think it was outside of the box. I don't think it was inside, but the chance to follow up Cuadrado, I don't know. I still have no idea how we missed that goal. Cuadrado, like, that's all you need to know. It was an open goal. I have no idea how he hit that bar, how he hit the crossbar. That was impossible, and he still managed to miss that. That's all you need to know at the moment. Anina's asking, should we give Allegri another year? Like I said yes. I think yesterday, I think it was yesterday, but I said yes because of sacking another manager again. Like, what are we doing? But I'm not saying yes because I like what I'm seeing. I think it's going the good way or in a positive direction. I don't believe it's going in a positive direction. I don't see it. Even if you bring in a Savic, like all the names you just mentioned, you need to have a style of play. Like, how many coaches have been sacked having a very good squad but just underperforming because they don't have a style of play, the players are not loving it, they're not following the coach and whatever he wants or tries to do. It's the reason why most coaches get sacked, even at top clubs. So, I don't know. You need to ask me at the end of the season. But for now, like, it's just yes for another one, because I don't trust this club to sack another coach and bring in the right one. I don't trust this club. So it's all up in the air. It's like, okay, sack him, what then? What then? We can say bring in, I'm just saying some names, not saying I want them. Bring in Nagelsmann, bring in, I don't know who you want. But the club is like, you know how the club is. They bring in Italians or ex players. That's what they do. So do you trust the club sacking Allegri and going for who? Let's see. For Juve saying every top club would have sent Allegri packing. You think Barca would tolerate this? No, I think I said that. I think I said that during my match reaction. Like at that other club, Allegri would have been sacked at the end of the season. But we're not another club, so. Agnelli will go for Zidane 100%. Zidane is not coming. He's going PSG or the French national team. What worse can Miretti and Sule do than Danilo in the middle and I don't know who played right now right wing today. For me, Sule is too talented for this league. Yeah, he's too good for the under 23s. I think that's obvious. But like I said, Bernardeschi, Keane, Dybala, all those players, like playing Sule, it will not be worse in my opinion. It can be worse. It's impossible to get worse. But it is what it is at the moment. Nina saying I agree, but if it also goes bad next year, it would only be one wasted year. We could have built something better. Yeah, like that's why I'm saying. But do you trust the club to bring in the next guy? Because it's the fourth time they will sack someone. 2 times Allegri, Sarri, Pirlo. Like, what are we doing? And going off rumors, they planned the Mercato with him. Dybala decision, all those things, he's going nowhere. Not even if we make top 4, he's going nowhere. I think we need to accept that now. I've always given Cuadrado a pass because he has been one of very few players who have made a difference the last 3 seasons. But it's getting very clear that he's finished. I would not say finished, but he's on a decline, and he could. A squad player, yes, but he's our main focus now. Like everything rests on his shoulder, and he's not delivering for obvious reasons. That's an issue. Like if you have Cuadrado in a squad, it's okay, but he cannot be your main guy anymore. He can't. Like he cannot do it, and he's our main threat at the moment. That's actually insane. If you think about it, it's insane. It's insane. Excuse me. Let me see. Xavier saying, Rabiot's an awful footballer. I'm sorry he can't finish to save his life. How is he worth 7 million a season? He's not worth 7 million a season. A free agent gets that money, and that's it. But he was anonymous again today. Pierre is saying, let's hope this is our lowest point in the last decade. Fingers crossed. Absolutely garbage performance. Yeah. You can hope. He's saying, what do you think of the club trying to get Morata? Is it time to let him go back? Okay. And Muran saying, when is Locatelli coming back? With no idea with the club. No idea. I think he's gonna play like the last 3 games if we're lucky. The Morata thing. You know what it is? Okay, let me know in the chat. Do you want Morata at the club? Do you want Keane at the club? Do you want Bernardeschi at the club? Dybala is gone, so you only have Vlahovic. I think the answer is just no for like across the board. It's no for a lot of people. Maybe Morata's a yes, but you only have Vlahovic up top and Cuadrado if you want to include it in the attacking department. So you need to bring in a lot of players. So that's why I think the club is like, we can't do it. So we need to keep one of them, and I think they're focusing Morata because he can do a job, and you know, like he can replace Vlahovic to give him a rest. He can play on that wing. He's not playing well. Like I'm not saying he's playing well, but that's what the club is thinking. In an ideal world, like you keep a few players in the ideal world, like a handful almost, and you build again. But it's not possible. So the club needs to make decisions, and that's what they're doing with De Sciglio now, or with With Cuadrado, they're making decisions and saying we need to improve the midfield first, or the left back position, the winger first, and then next season we move to the other positions, because the club cannot improve all positions we need in the summer. It's not going to happen. We talked about it. Walter saying, I'm pretty worried for next season, but I wasn't around for Allegri's earlier tenure. Do you think we will at least be a decent team next season, or will it be more of the same? It depends. If he gets quality, we will look better, but it's not going to be still fun to watch, in my opinion. That's a reality. We played good football under Allegri in his first years, but the squad we had was completely different to now. Completely. I like watching that game today. It felt like a lot of players just checked out. Not just Dybala. Like a lot of players were like, oh, whatever, and that's worrying. That's worrying. He's saying, do you think it would be easier for you to integrate in the squad if you had an identity on the pitch? No, because it's Allegri. That's not how we views things. He views experience. Like, he thinks Bernardeschi has experience, so he's better. And he's saying no one is playing well with Allegri. I'm sick of this. Why does he destroy every attacking player? You know, like I keep saying it. Like a few seasons ago at the start, I thought it was okay. Like, everybody got his goals. I think Dybala had his best season under Allegri ever in those 7 years he's at the club, in my opinion. But like players like Higuain, Tevez, even Mandzukic on a completely different position, they all got their, how do you want to say it, their fair share of the goals. Maybe not what you would have expected. Like, if you bring in Higuain, maybe you expect something more. Like, I get that, but now it's looking worrying because Dybala's not doing it for obvious reasons. Chiesa was not doing it. I think he had 2 goals in 14 games before his injury, something like that. Vlahovic, I think he has 7 goals now in Serie A. Like, but you can see it's not really working. Like, it's not what it needs to be. Keane, we all know that. Morata's struggling. This season, we have absolutely no style of play. Like, previous seasons under Allegri, I could see what we were trying to do. It was horrendous, especially the last season. But at least I could see what we're trying to do. Now it's, yeah, I can see it. Get that ball to Cuadrado and things like that. But like, that's not the style of play. Like, that's basic. That's what I do on a Sunday League football. Like, get that ball to the wingers and make it happen. That's what you do on Sunday League football, because it's easy. It's easier because it's all over the place. Like, it's open, but not like this. Not in Serie A. But yeah. So we are saying, I think the midfield is the most important part. The most important part we need to replace, as well as a second striker to give Vlahovic a rest, help. I'm worried Vlahovic will leave if no one helps him up top. The midfield is the main issue. It is. I think we all know that. No, I think nobody's gonna argue with that. That's why we're being linked with the, I would say, big names. But let's see. You need to get the top 4. If you don't make top 4, then money's not gonna come in, and you know you're not gonna have the pool also, because why would Savic come in? You know, he will probably come in, but like different options. Like, I think 5 months ago, River Bene said there will be no FFP problem now this summer, but next summer there could be. So you need the money. And you're saying I'm jumping on to the Italiano ship soon. Yeah, he was one of my options if Allegri got sacked, but like the club they don't work like this in terms of appointing a coach. Do you believe Allegri is the right man to get us where we all want to be and think we should be? At the moment, no, absolutely not. Like, absolutely not. I'm just bored of sacking managers and start all over again. Like, the squad is already a mess. Like, players from Sarri, or like if Sarri wanted them, or like players from Pirlo. Like, the position wise, like the squad makes absolutely no sense. absolutely no sense. Another coach, bringing on another coach, like it's a mess. Like it's actually a mess. Sion is saying if we don't make top 4, we won't make it again next year. Also, this summer recruitment is make or break. It's very important. Like, everybody expect to bring in 3-4 players. They all need to bang. Like usually, if someone doesn't really take off the first season, it's like okay, but we're not in that situation. Like all of the players we bring in the summer, they need to bang, and that's actually ridiculous and scary if you think about it. It's actually ridiculous and scary. That's why for some positions you need to go for ready-made, and if possible playing in Serie A. That's the situation in my opinion. But let's see. Really quickly, guys, thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you want, you can join the members club by hitting the button underneath the video. Like you can see, you can join the Discord group, like a lot of people, like Hanin in the chat, and yeah, you can chat with everyone in the Discord group. You can get wallpapers, stuff like that, and new things are coming very soon. So yeah, let me see. Morad is saying, I think if you see how Vlahovic tries to make the runs in behind, he's consistently trying to communicate with the player handling the ball, and the player makes a safe pass. It's pure quality issue. Quality, it's a coaching issue in my opinion. Like again, like players like Rabiot and like they cannot play that pass consistently. I get that, but we do not even do that sporadic, like let alone consistency. Sporadic, we don't do it. Like we actually don't do it. That's because of the way we're set up. It's very sideways with us. Like again, 75 minute, look it up, we're bopping the ball around at the back sideways with absolutely no clue, and at the end Bonucci just played it straight down the middle to a Bologna player for no good reason at all, but he had no idea where to go with the ball, so we just booted it away. That's the reality at the moment. I think like Vlahovic is getting a lot of hate. He's not playing well, but it's not like the biggest blame is not on him. I keep saying it. Like when you are a striker and you're struggling to receive that ball in a decent position, then what's the point? What's the point? But yeah. Peter's saying this summer is going to be mental for us fans. We need a lot of reinforcement, Dybala replacement, Sandro replacement, Keane replacement. I honestly can't see who we should get that would improve right away. Also right away. That's what I said earlier. Like we need so many positions. I don't see it happening. Like just because of the fact there's so many positions. That's the only reason why I think we will struggle to fill in all those positions, because we have free agents leaving. I don't know. I actually don't know. Now is the ideal moment to say, Sule, you're part of the first team, you know, Fagioli, like, because you're not going to replace everyone. And if next season, if Allegri still believes in players like Arthur and Ramsey and Rabiot, because you cannot sell them, like, that's ludicrous. Like, they've shown they're not those guys. It's not going to change. It's not going to change over the summer. It isn't. But yeah. What I was saying exactly, I mean, yeah. Oh yeah, he was talking with that. At this point, I don't think signings will make a huge difference, given that the team has no ideas at all. Not a huge difference, but it will make a difference if it's quality, just pure based on its quality. That's it. And the way we set up as a team, we kind of look solid. Again, we made a mistake at the back. De Ligt made a mistake. He thought Chiellini was closer, so he was pointing to Chiellini. You take over, I step in. They didn't understand what was happening. Chiellini, De Ligt, and it was a mistake. It happened. It was a mistake. Like nobody's gonna shy away from that. De Ligt made a mistake. He thought Chiellini was taking over. That was not the case. So it's a mistake. It's on the leg. That simple. But normally against Bologna, you're up to 3-0, you know? And it doesn't matter if you make a mistake. But now, the situation that we are in, you cannot afford to make any mistakes. But yeah. Someone is showing love for Justin. Yeah, his energy is kind of insane from Justin. Even if we lose. Hamid is saying, with Allegri's mentality, I don't see how summer mercato will benefit us. Players clearly don't know what they're doing on the pitch. Like, let's see at the end of the day, if you make top 4, players will still come. Just based on the name of the club, you know, the money and stuff like that, they will come. But you need to make top 4. As you can see, the table, Serie A table on my right side. It doesn't look like, remember when we won, it was like 7 points, and I think Julian or Justin said it's done, and I said it's not done, not with this club, and it's not done. Like, look at it. Let's say Roma win away to Napoli, it's 3 points. That's nothing. Like, 3 points is absolutely nothing with the games we have left. You know, and Fiorentina, let's say they win their game and then against Udinese, it's 4 points. For you saying the Zan referee Luca Mirelli, experts also claim the foul was inside. They also show photo of Morata on the line. Yeah, but like he also said, the Zakaria one against Inter was not a penalty. So, and in asking about the post-match comment, he lost it today. Like, he said, yeah, we had difficult, but then we hit the post and we shot on goal. I'm like, woohoo, at home against Sassuolo, you're praising us for shooting on goal after 50 minutes. That's actually embarrassing that your coach, the coach of the club, of the name, like the statue of our club, Juve, comes out and say that after that performance. That's actually ludicrous. Then he keeps talking about Fiorentina's schedule. Like, I don't know. Like, he's saying the same things. He's saying weird things also. He's saying weird things. I've said it many times. I don't like his press conference. Okay, his post games. I hope he's lying, because if he actually believes the things he's saying, then maybe you should sack him. Because if he believes what he's saying, he's insane. Like, he's actually insane. If he believes what he's saying after every game, even today, he's insane. And I glitch on the wrong moment. Let's see. Let me see. I have the comments on my phone. Let me check. Okay, what did he say? Yeah, he's talking about getting points. He's talking about the Fiorentina schedule, which I think is weird. Okay, he also said maybe at the start of the season we lost that game. I'm like, okay, well, what's the point? Like, are you saying we need to be happy with a point now? Because if it was in September, we would have 0 points out of this game. Now we have 1 point, and we need to be happy. Is that what he's trying to say? I don't know what he's trying to say with that. He's also saying we shouldn't get depressed. Like, we're still in the lead, and like the obvious things. And yeah, I don't know. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. He keeps saying we need to keep a clean sheet, a clean head in front of goal, and that we can see too much. But like, yeah, that's standard things. Like, a clean head. Like, some of these players are getting one decent, half decent chance a game, and Allegri is expecting to convert everything. Like, he's expecting to outperform their XG at a world record. Like, I don't know what he's expecting, but it's ridiculous. Alexander is saying, what is the drink you always drink? It's, I don't know what it is. Vitamin water. Like, no sugar. It's basically water with a small taste, but it's good. Murad is saying he's being arrogant. I think he is. I don't know. For you saying Nedved will walk, Agnelli and Allegri will be the only two standing. Yeah, but Nedved roles at the club is nothing either way. So I don't really care if. No, not really care, but I don't think Agnelli cares. Like, he has no influence in the club, if we're being completely honest. So I don't think he really cares. Then train on what to do in front of goal. For fuck's sake. But like, in front of goal is easy. Like, you convert. Like, that's on the player. But look at the next season, we will have something completely different to look into things. Like, we're working on something too, and then we can show actually where shots have been taking and stuff like that. That's for next season. But a lot of the shots, like I saw a stat before this game, like Vlahovic, 70% of his shots, almost 70% of his shots were outside the box. Like that's not normal. Like then you can do in training, you can train on finishing with no defenders and stuff like that. But in game day, it's different. You need to get ball. You need to get that ball in a decent position for Vlahovic, Morata, name it. But we don't do that. We actually don't do that. Like look back at that, I think 60th minute when Vlahovic booted that ball outside the stadium. Like it was ridiculous. They zoomed in on him and he was like, "Yeah, I don't care. I did that." You know, unbelievable. Kenzo saying, "I'm expecting pretty busy summer mercato. This team needs fresh blood." Yeah, they need fresh blood. But what is the possible? Like we need so many positions that I think it's impossible. It's actually impossible. Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean, but like, that's not a Lakery in my opinion. It's not a Lakery, or not for now. It's like freestyling our way towards the end of the season. That's it at the moment. So yeah, let me see. Okay. We used to be the king at home and teams used to be scared to come to our place. Now it looks like we're away from home. Yeah, it's embarrassing. Even Bonucci today, like he came out and he was basically complaining about the fans because they're not pushing. Like it's embarrassing, and there's only one person to blame for that. Someone who wants this. He's getting it. Players are complaining. Like you can feel it in the stadium. The players were getting booed around the 40th minute. You know, it wasn't good at all, but it's 0-0. You don't boo. It is what it is. Like, yeah, you pay your ticket, do whatever you want. They will say, but it's embarrassing. Like the atmosphere at the stadium is just awful. Like I could have gone for the Inter game. I don't care if like I care that we lost, but like if the atmosphere was great, amazing, I didn't go. I said no. I actually said no. I needed to. It was a lot of money to change my flight and all those things, but it was worth it in my opinion. I will do that. If it was like 2 seasons ago, not even when we were playing well, but just the atmosphere, I would do it. But the way we're playing, the stadium that it's absolute is that like it's a home theater, especially except for the away fans making noise. It was not worth to pay all that money to change my trip and also watch the Inter game. So I left after the Inter game, straight after. It's not worth it at the moment. Let me see. Asta saying, why do we always bring in Italian or ex-players and not actually coaches like Zidane and Pep? We all know why. I think we all know why. It's a club. It's a thing in the family, and it's like they're scared to move away from it for some reason. They're scared to move away from it. But I think that it's something the club maybe needs. Like he knows the club, the identity, DNA bullshit. Like it's like some people still fall for it and they go with it. They buy it. Oh, DNA, passion, and all those buzzwords. But that's not gonna win you stuff. Like DNA, passion, it's not gonna win you anything. Like Inter got Conte, they won. What's Conte for Inter? Nothing. Like he's one of the biggest rivals. They got Conte, they won. They don't care. It's about winning. But this club is like whatever. What are they saying? So what's now? Let me see. So what's now? Next game against Fiorentina, and we've seen what they're capable of. Then away to Sassuolo a week before Bologna game, and we're horrible. Mentally, physically, it's very worrying. Yeah, I'm not confident about the Fiorentina game. Is anyone confident? Let me know. The next game is Wednesday. Is Fiorentina, and then we play Genoa. It's Sassuolo at home, but I don't know what day it is. I need to check. Let me check. think we play on Sunday. Let me see. We don't play on Sunday? It's a Monday. That's even worse. Oh, we play on Monday. That's worse. Jesus. So yeah, we play we play Fiorentina on Wednesday, and on Monday we play Sassuolo away. Is anyone convinced we will win any of those games? Because I'm not. I said we're gonna win the Coppa Italia, but what I've seen today, I think Fiorentina are gonna just do it. They're gonna do us over at home, and Sassuolo away. Those games are always a madness, and the way they play with their press, with their front three, the way they want to play, I don't see us picking up any points away to Sassuolo. That's just my opinion, and I think I'm not gonna change that on Monday when I do my preview. On Sunday when we do the preview, I don't believe I'm gonna change my opinion on that. But yeah, let's see. Though you Piero saying, "I frankly don't give a damn about that game. I'm just worried about top 4." Yeah, but you still need to win their game. It's Fiorentina at home. So yeah, also saying who are the available managers and who will you go for if any. I don't know who is available. I have no idea who I go for. Like I'm not. That's not even on my mind at the moment. Like it's just making top 4. I don't know. Murad saying no. I've watched them against Napoli. They have a style of play. They know what to do with the ball that can hurt us. In reality, it's not negative in any way. Who? Is Sassuolo? Fiorentina. I've not said they're negative. I think they're just gonna. I said they're gonna do us over in terms of they're gonna win. I think we got away from home, away to them. We should have lost that game. We won with no goal in the last minute, having 0 shots on target. So yeah, it is what it is. We are 41 minutes in. I'm doing it solo, so I'm gonna wrap it up soon. So if anyone has any questions, put that in the chat and we will go over it. Also, after the live, you can go watch a match reaction with me and Justin. And later, player ratings with Justin also later tonight. Tomorrow, there will be no live video. Monday, no live because we're recording a podcast. Tuesday, it's preview. And Wednesday, it's matchy stuff. Okay, I misread that more. Sorry. But yeah, I saw a comment and I missed it. Let me see. He's saying the game against Atletico show how much difference the fans can make. I watched it at home and I got crazy and invested. It's like the difference is. Murad is saying the only question is when is Locatelli coming back with this club? If we're lucky, for next season. Like you never know with this club. Like you cannot trust them. Injury wise, they say it's 1 day, and it's actually 1 month. That's how it works. Like the Arthur thing now, it's monitoring day by day. What does that even mean? Yeah, they monitor day by day, and then next week you will hear he's out for 4 weeks and stuff like that. So it's actually unbelievable. Also, Zakaria, he doesn't look fit. Like he's struggling with his fitness at the moment. You can see it. Yeah. For you saying it's either Allegri won't let them play the way they want, or they don't want to play for Allegri. Sassuolo will impose a game on us, and we will struggle big time because that's what Sassuolo does. Under pressure, oh boy, it's gonna be scary on Monday. It's gonna be scary. Dominic saying I was never a big fan of Allegri back, especially when Zidane is available. Yeah, but Zidane didn't want to join us. Like he's waiting for Deschamps to leave after the World Cup, in my opinion, or PSG. That's what he's doing. But yeah. Yeah, everybody's questioning that. Hasta, that even a Mercato will not change that, and maybe that's true. I don't know. Maybe that's true. Like maybe we're just desperate or just hoping that bringing in good players will change everything, will make Allegri have a style of play and stuff like that. But But yeah, it's like it's wishful hoping at the moment. It is what it is. That's the reality at the moment. So just need to hope. Torino, there is a favor today. You need to hope Napoli will win. You need to hope Fiorentina start dropping points. Roma even more, because we will drop points, and I think the next game we will drop points, all of them, in my opinion. Especially on Wednesday, if you get knocked out of that cup, this team will crumble, in my opinion. They will, because that's who they are. That's just who they are. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up, guys, because it's already late for me. Before I leave, again, if you haven't, consider joining the members club. It will help us out a lot to make even bigger improvements to the channel. They are coming, like new things are coming, starting from June, and also next season we have some bigger things planned. So considering joining the members club and the Discord group, the private group chat, where like people like Hanin and Hamad are in. It's fun, and you can also come on the channel to discuss the games. You can talk about the games instead of the chat, if somebody actually loves to do that, like Davide, who is becoming a regular now. So yeah, considering doing that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching on a Sunday. Not Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday for me almost, but on a Saturday. It wasn't a good game. We got a point. Maybe at the end of the season that could prove to be a golden point, like a point that gets us top 4, which we need. Like, I doubt anyone's gonna celebrate top 4. I hope not, but we need to make top 4. So that goal maybe could change things at the end of the season. But for now, looking at that table, depending on Roma, Fiorentina's game in hand, Atalanta having 2 games in hand. Keep that in mind. Playing tomorrow, and I don't know, Torino at home. It's not looking amazing at the moment. It's not looking great, especially when you drop points at home against Bologna. But yeah, also if you haven't checked out the match reaction, do that. And later today, play the ratings with Justin. Thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you live on Tuesday. Ciao.